So what's blowing up our Twitter feeds? What I'm bringing to the table is what's blowing up my Twitter feed, because I'm a DC guy, so I get all the DC content, is, of course, the Superman and Lois casting. And I'm going to share a little bit how we feel about this. And Brandon Case probably opinion is like I care less. But I am at least going to share how I feel. So the fact that David Corenswet and the Lois that we got, I think it's going to be good, especially since the Lois, I bring on her name, but she's the marvelous Miss Maisel. That's what she's known for, that TV show. I think it's going to be really good. I think the fact that they got two up-and-coming actors and didn't end up going with Nicholas Hoult as a Superman, for instance, is a really good idea, simply because, everybody looked at the screen and said Nicholas Hoult, and they would have thought like Beast or something. So the fact that they got an up-and-comer who can mold himself in that role and make the role his own, much like Henry Cavill did, because Henry Cavill was an up-and-comer and not really that well known when he got the role of Superman under Zack Snyder. So I think this is a great move.
If you guys haven't watched The Marvelous Miss Maisel, I am excited. It's not that I couldn't care less. I'm excited for this casting. Rachel is going to kill Lois. I hope that the character is developed a little bit more. That way she can use her acting chops and make it her own and just keep pushing the envelope, because Lois is the center of so many different storylines as far as Superman goes. So not only does this casting kind of shed light that Lois is going to be involved, because Lois didn't have to be involved in James Gunn's first Superman movie. So the fact that she's involved means that I'm hoping that she becomes the centerpiece that she truly is in that universe. As far as non-supers go, I think there was even some other Supermen coming out in support of the Superman casting. I think Jack Quaid just dropped My Adventures with Superman. So him coming out in support for the new Superman casting shows a lot. I also said earlier, I saw Adrian earlier at the at a cookie stop. There was a cookie stop with a Transformer over there. We had to take the kids, but Jack Quaid doesn't quite have the clout to come out and like rip a new Superman. Like, he can't come out and be like, ugh. But Jack Quaid is a super nerd. He like that goes into his characters, especially in The Boys. It helps so much because that whole bedroom full of stuff, that's how he lived his life. So it was a natural progression for him for that role. But he wouldn't come out. He would come out if he came out and ripped him a new one on this. It wouldn't mean as much, but the support means a lot. It's one of those things where he can't really come out and diss anybody, but the support goes a long way.
And the other interesting thing about Rachel, like on her last name, yes, what he said. One interesting thing about her is she was originally paired off with our Superman David Corenswet in the auditions. She was paired up with Nicholas Hoult, I believe. So the fact that they took her from that pairing and said, you may have tested with Nicholas Hoult, but we liked you so much that even though we're not going with Nicholas Hoult as Superman, we're going with David Corenswet. We're getting rid of the Lois he tested with, and we're bringing you over here. That says something.
I'm curious who blew it for him. You know what I mean? I'm wondering who didn't get it as the Lois over on that end.
Right.
That'd be worth a Google. We're going to figure that out at some point and bring that to you guys.
Yeah, there's this nice little graphic. I forgot who did it, but there's this nice little graphic floating out online showing the different pairings of who was auditioning with who.
I'll have to find that and take a look sometime.
Yeah. David Corenswet, he's hasn't really done too much. I know him from some of the work he's done with Ryan and Murphy. He's made some cameos in like American Horror Story and that sort of thing. He's one of Ryan Murphy's guys, I believe. So I know him from that realm, and I know he's in a show called Hollywood that he's been getting a lot of good press about. So yeah, I echo what Brandon says here. I'm intrigued, especially with Rachel's casting, because Marvelous Miss Maisel is awesome. So
It should be a good one for sure.